Hello. Hmm. I wonder. I wonder why my stream is dropping a lot of frames. Hmm. Why are you being a boo-boo? Hello, Sabu. Hello. How are you doing? Uh, I don't know why, but the stream is saying. OBS is saying that it's dropping a lot of. The stream is dropping a lot of frames for some reason. I have no idea why. Let me know if the stream is not working properly. I hope it is working properly, but it's dropping a lot of frames. Comfy Repo stream with Sir Repo suffering, yes. Yes, indeed. But let me know if the stream is lagging too much. I don't know why it's lagging, but according to OBS it is, so I don't know if I can do anything about that, but I'm excited to continue this. We played this a week ago, and I really like how this game. Like, I don't know, it's very interesting to me. So I've had a good time playing it. So, and I hope you enjoy listening to the story. But let's continue. All right, we are starting our youth. Oh. Let's see. Ooh. Leaving home. The driver flicks the reins. The carriage slowly sways as it starts moving away from your home. You stick your head out the window and wave goodbye to your family. Nathan is running after the carriage with Thomas's younger brother in tow, tears glistening in their eyes. Hello, Rollin! Is today's a nice day? Yes, I would say so, because we are playing this game. I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen next. But let's take a look. But how are you guys? It hurts to leave your home behind. Ahead lies Eterna, the imperial capital. You have often read about it and heard stories from Father and Stefan. It is a city that surpasses Anisot enormously in terms of size, age, wealth, and beauty. But what is it really like? What kind of life awaits you there? What will you learn there? And where will your actions take you? You pass the old walls of Anisat. Somewhere within them is the old fortress you and Thomas built together out of old wooden planks, now left to the care of your younger brothers. You two are adults now. Perhaps your fortress will crumble, now abandoned. Or perhaps your brothers will continue what you started. Who knows? You look down at your hands, knuckles covered in scars from street antics, fingers stained with ink. Mother gave you a cross to wear away from home, and now you can feel its warmth against your chest. Your family counts on you, even though they all wish a different future for you. But they are behind you now, in Anisat. From this point on, only you will decide which road you will take. This is the journey you prepared for throughout your entire childhood. Ahead of you lie many years in the capital, years that will determine your fate and your place in society. Again with this, getting my tongue. Oh. Interesting music. But life paths that you will choose from this chapter. We will choose from in this chapter. Oh, I can die through death in this chapter. I don't wanna do that. Path of the Lotless. Oh. You remain in the common estate with no choice but to fend for yourself and make your own way in the world. Conditions: remain a commoner. You enroll in the seminary hoping to become a priest and assume the lot of the clergy. Conditions: enroll in the seminary. I need something, I don't know, theology and eloquence or something. Eh? Then there's the nobleman. Like your father and grandfather, you enroll in the Imperial College hoping to become a judge and the nobleman of the mantle. I'm not really interested in becoming a noble though. Because from what we have seen of nobles, they are just assholes. Like, do I want to surround myself with assholes? And then there's true death. Your earthly life is over. You leave the world forever and face the judgment of the twins. Conditions: accept true death or... what? Die a normal death? What? Oh, right. If I accept true death or if I have already or death, but activate the Percus shield to repel assholes. Yes, I will. Alright, then there's events that can happen. Ulysses rescue. You say the enigmatic singer known as the Golden Voice from an untimely death. Oh. Collapse of the Lotless. You fail to protect the Lotless. The Empire utterly destroys the secret society. Oh no. Conditions: the secret society is betrayed. Huh. You rescue the Lotless and the secret society continues its activities in the capital. Alright. Conditions: I need manipulation to be at least 13. Then I need to outwit someone called Philippe. Eh? Wow. Bond of friendship. What? What? You and Thomas form an unbreakable bond of friendship. Conditions. Swear an oath to Thomas. I have to have good relationship with him, or I need to have the path of the nobleman. Interesting. You side with the new faith and support the transformation of the church. To be honest, I'm not really interested in the church either. So, we shall see. Side with the old faith. You prevail over every opponent in the Imperial College tournament. Oh, this is like the noble stuff. Alright. Choices, choices, yes. Okay, diplomacy, your proficiency in the laws of the Empire, as well as your connections and influence among the ruling elite and high society. It affects your ability to negotiate with people of importance. Most important to the judge. What judge? Oh no. Your proficiency with sacred texts. Most important to the Inquisitor. Manipulation. Most important to the conspirator. So I'm already like a con artist, I guess. Oh, valor. Capabilities as a warrior. Affects your ability to fight and command troops. Your ability to instill faith. Scheming. Let's continue and see what will happen. And yeah, let me know if the stream is lagging too much to if it's lagging too much to watch. It takes a whole month to reach Eterna. It's fine so far? Interesting. Because OBS has like dropped like over 10,000 frames, so but if it's working, then that's good. Anyway, you and Thomas spend the days wagging your chins and staring at the scenery as your carriage makes its way along the road and towards the next province. Soon it crosses from the familiar barren, arid lands of Magra to the stately mountains of Illyria. During one of your many stays at the roadside inn, the two of you even managed to share a whole bottle of strong wine and keep it a secret from the servant who drives the carriage. Adult life feels positively intoxicating. Oh. Sure. Soon, I tell you. Soon we'll be there. And I'll earn my sword as soon as I get accepted into the military academy. You'll see. And then nobody's gonna walk over me like I'm some commoner. You keep rehearsing everything they taught you in school? Soon you are almost at the end of your long journey. You have left behind the arid rocks of Magra, the mountains of Illyria, and the flooded meadows of Arknia. Eterna, the capital, is right ahead. Whoa. Situated at the junction between the Regulata and Talrina rivers, the city is vast. 3 majestic stone bridges keep its 3 shores interconnected. Smooth stone paves the main city streets. Ugh. Gilded moldings decorate the buildings. Towering pillars reach high into the sky. Your carriage takes you past a spacious park with marble fountains and intricately trimmed bushes. On the streets you see ornately decorated carriages bearing Arcnian coats of arms and abundant merchants' tents, filling the streets with beckoning cries and unusual sights. The spires of ancient temples dot the city skyline. Whoa. That is loud, my ears! The carriage comes to a halt on a large city square with a towering marble fountain. The coachman says you have arrived. Thomas is to apply to the military academy. The academy barracks are 2 streets away. Your lodging house is in the alleyway nearby. A room has already been reserved for you. You get out onto the street and say brief goodbyes to each other. You promise to meet again after the entrance exams. Then your friend disappears into the crowded streets of the capital. You are left to your own devices in this vast city. A group of nobles walk past. They are dressed in well-fitting clothing, decorated with gems and golden thread. You are not even noticed. Street urchins chase a dog down the alleyway. Soldiers of the Imperial Legion are marching to fifes and drums towards the barracks. Humble pilgrims are gathering to the great temple of the twins. There are the sounds of music and fountains and the smells of baked bread and garbage drains. You quickly check in at the lodging house, then go back outside. The sun is setting. The street lights come to life. Merry music fills the taverns. Couples and noble coaches with tinted windows fill the streets. Shadows and hushed voices and laughter fill the parks. You are all alone with this city, so vast and unfamiliar. You take a look around, determined to fill your first night in the capital with memories. Ooh, thank you for the hydration redeemed help. I will drink water from my skull mug. My new skull mug that I got from Linnan Mackie Equeek. Let's see. You see young nobles gathered by the fountain, talking and making jokes excitedly. One of them keeps glancing at the clock tower. They are about your age. Their clothes are hand-tailored and 2 of them bear noble swords. They seem to be waiting for something. It might be a good idea to make their acquaintance. It would be most helpful to develop a familiarity with the influential nobles of the capital. Loud music from a large establishment on the corner distracts you for a moment. The servants have just opened the shutters to air out the hall. It seems there will be a gathering inside. A fitting mug for this game, yeah. Especially if I die, you know. People from various estates greet each other as they take their seats. A servant by the door of the establishment hails you. Sir Gert Arkwright will be making a speech about the rights of the common estate. If you wish to listen, you'd better get inside quickly. Huh. Then you look at the great temple of the twins at the far end of the street. The pillar shines in the evening dusk above it. The temple gates are open and worshippers are flocking inside. There are too many people for an ordinary service. Ugh. This must be something important. What do they preach here in the capital? What do they say of the new faith and the teachings of the Patriarch Sermon? Oh god. Ah. Ah. Linnanmäki adventure sounded fun. Yes, it was so fun. I'm sad it's over. You snap out of your reverie when you hear your laughter. Your laughter? Loud laughter, not my laughter. A group of young men dressed in the colors of the Imperial College have made the acquaintance of several lovely girls. They are making their way down the road, united by merriment. One of the girls smiles at you. It is an invitation to join them. They turn the corner and walk away, but you can still hear their voices ringing and echoing through the street. A night of revelry and jolly. Loud fun doesn't sound half bad. This is your first night in Eterno. No matter what you choose, you will remember it for a long time to come. What do I want? I'm not really interested in the temple or the nobles, I guess. I could get some more points from these, but it would be nice to get more willpower, so I would like be ready to do more stuff, you know? I kinda wanna have fun, you know? Fun on the first night. Let's join the students. The students' merriment is infectious. You join their groups. They are almost your age, maybe 1 or 2 years older. You see so many faces, and soon you are in a tavern somewhere in the city, getting to know so many people at the massive table. So many people you do not even bother to remember their names now, and the wine, it flows like water. A lively tune is playing in the tavern. A girl just a little bit older than you pulls you off your seat to dance. Her dress is unbuttoned a bit more than it is supposed to be. Power hungry Repo. But you know, if I have willpower, then I can do more stuff. Ugh. Ugh, she smells of wine and honey. Ooh. You copy her motions in the dance as your hand clasps her waist. It slides slower of its own accord. Ooh. She pulls away suddenly and stares into your eyes, and then kisses you on the lips. Oh. Ooh. You are startled at first, but soon you respond to the kiss as you pull her soft, supple body even closer to you. Oh, what is happening? Oh. You spend all night dancing, only returning to the table to catch your breath and quench your thirst. The girl keeps embracing you and laughing and pouring even more wine into your glasses. You feel at ease. You feel carefree. You feel happy. You do not remember returning to the lodging house. Your head and legs are aching in the morning. You can barely remember the names of last night's companions. After some consideration, you choose to remain in bed for the rest of the new day. Alright, now I'm full of power. I got a powerful kiss. Wow. Alright. Oh. You arrived in Eterna, the ancient capital of the blessed Archnean Empire. Let's see. You have spent the last 3 days studying books, but today you decide to take a walk through the streets of Eterna. They are full of life as usual. You proceed to the square next to the lodging house. A procession of priests walks through the square. You notice that one of them holds a banner of the new faith, an open book. This is the same banner that was behind Patriarch Otis on the day of his assassination. A crowd immediately gathers around them. Many people are looking at an icon painting on a small pedestal depicting a grey-haired man with glowing green eyes. You recognize that face, the face of the late Patriarch Otis. A man with a thick beard appears by the icon painting. His broad shoulders bear a white and gold cloak with the coat of arms of the capital province embroidered on it. He is Luke, Patriarch of Archnia. He casts his stern gaze over the crowd. I speak to all who live within the sight of the shining pillar. Exactly 1 year ago, we lost Fotis, Patriarch of the Magra province, mentor of the new faith. Patriarch Fotis was the first to see the books of Isacius for nothing but the words of a man, not the words of the twins themselves. He was the first to tell people to seek the path of the gods in their own hearts, instead of blindly following the lots, to seek answer in the lives of the twins and their own hearts rather than the words of priests. Through Patriarch Fotis we were able to see the truth. Through his death, we saw that his words are not heresy. They are the truth that used to be obscured by Isacius' lies. And now I bring good news. Patriarch Junius Diamond has seen to it that our teacher will be canonized as a saint. Yes, Junius Diamond, an Archnean from a great dynasty and the Patriarch of Astinia, has joined the new faith himself. And through this we hope that the entire empire will soon see that our doctrine is the truth. We are free from the shackles of the lots. We are equal before the twins. With each day, more and more people hearken to the truth. And one day, the entire empire will hear our call. So let us pray, my brothers. The believers around you bow their heads in prayer and thank the twins. Not for the lot they were given, as they usually would, but for the chance to choose their own path. The Patriarch's Sermon is inspiring. It compels your hands to meet in a sign of prayer. Compels your lips to repeat the words of the new faith. Patriarch Luke's sermon forms a cadence, and your heart beats in time with it now. You recall the murder of Patriarch Fotis a year ago. It seems more patriarchs share his doctrine now. The news of Junius Diamond joining the new faith is stunning. If an Archnean from a great dynasty has sided with Fotis' doctrine and agreed to see everyone as equals under the twins, the new faith must truly be putting down roots. But suddenly, several figures appear by the podium. Figures clad in black, with glinting silver on their sides. Inquisitors. They pushed through the crowd and form a circle around Patriarch Luke. One of these priests rises before the crowd. He is clean-shaven, tall with chiseled features. Everyone falls silent at the sight of him. The Inquisitor speaks with a booming voice that can be heard by all. Whoa. I am Father Ulrich. In the name of the twins and by my right as an inquisitor, I order you to turn around and leave. The words you're hearing are full of lies. Patriarch Luke has set out to poison your hearts and minds. The Inquisition will not allow this heresy to spread. The only true path in life is the will of the twins. Life offers us no other choice. You are hereby ordered to disperse at once. Blah. Most people leave the square immediately. Few want to get involved with the Inquisition. Some people stay, however, and some even shout angrily. We want to listen to Luke. He is the Patriarch of Archnia, and he has more to say. Get away from our sermon, old believers. We will not listen to you and your hoary old lies about the lots. Inquisitors, bring those who may yet listen back to their lots, and leave the others to the champions of faith. The black-clad inquisitors descend from the podium and approach the people who chose to stay. With nothing but their words, they make people stop shouting and start listening. The uproar ceases quickly. They have dissected the crowd, split it in smaller groups that surround each inquisitor. One of these inquisitors chooses to approach you. Oh. Well, he's a humble-looking man of age with a rough haircut. He looks you straight in the eye as his lively, soulful voice forces you to listen to his words despite yourself. My name is Father Jeremiah. I know your thoughts were stirred by the Patriarch's words. You are not sure whom to trust, but I teach at the seminary. I have been studying the teachings of the twins my entire life. You can trust me. I know you can hear what I have to say. I see there a light in your eyes, the light of the true faith. Will you listen to my counsel, my son? You feel no malice in the words of Inquisitor Jeremiah, only hope. It is his lot to aid you, to guide you away from the error and set you on the path of the true faith. He is a priest, so he should know the truth. Or perhaps the Inquisitor himself is in the wrong. Do I want to listen to him, or debate, or resist? Oh, have a nice lyric salad. Ooh, gardening. Have a good time gardening. Alright. Do I want to debate or resist? Do I want eloquence or diplomacy? I have no idea. I'm gonna resist him. I don't know what I wanna do. Then I'm gonna get the diplomacy point. Or do I need eloquence? I'm not sure what I need. Should I debate him? I don't have a lot of eloquence, but I can't remember what I want. Can I see, like, her ability to instill faith, to guide and lead people with your speech is most important to the Inquisitor. affect your ability to negotiate with people of importance. What do I want? I'm gonna get some diplomacy. Let's do that. You strike a pose of authority and eye Father Jeremiah sharply. Inquisitors cannot order people around, you say. It is not within the lot of the clergy. Only nobles can give you orders. The other commoners look at you in terror. You had just defied an inquisitor. However, Father Jeremiah still looks at you without any of the anger you had expected. My son, your words do indeed contain a germ of truth. I am an inquisitor of the clergy, and by the will of the twins, I cannot give you any orders. But know this, the Inquisition does not imprison everyone suspected of heresy. We exist to protect souls, to guide and save them. We pursue dangerous doctrines and seek to rescue every soul we meet. Arrest or execution is our last resort, reserved only for sinners beyond redemption. You can see that I am merely speaking to you right now. I have not resorted to force, nor am I giving you any orders. But if the need arises, I will summon the champions of faith, nobles who will be there to give orders and punish those who defy the church. But as long as you are not calling for the overthrow of faith, you are safe from them. And as you said, it is not within my lot to give you orders. You are free to go, but expect no mercy in the hereafter, for after we die, there will be none. With a bitter smile, the Inquisitor leaves you and proceeds further. You leave the square freely, your dignity preserved. The remaining people in the square continue arguing with the other Inquisitors. Armed champions of faith stand nearby, but they do not intervene. Book and his retinue can no longer be seen. Only one thing keeps nagging at you. Father Jeremiah's words about how there will be no mercy in the hereafter. Interesting. Oh. Patriarch Luke's sermons have converted many commoners and nobles of the mantle to the new faith. There are now several temples in Eterna that follow the new canons, with Luke's blessing. This has led to no small amount of anger amongst the followers of the old faith. Two mighty bishops of the church lead the new faith. One of them is Luke, the Patriarch of Archnia himself, spiritual mentor of the capital province. He preaches all across Archnia, his every sermon adding to the new faith's flock. The other leader of the new faith is Patriarch Junius Diamond. Hailing from a great Archnian dynasty, he is the de facto ruler of the Astynia province. Adored by his subjects, he has founded the Holy Order anew. Junius Diamond rarely preaches, but people believe the Astynian Patriarch attends to the needs of all who convert to the new faith. This schism within the church is growing. The split has furthered the divide between the commoners and the nobles, though thankfully there has been no direct conflict as of yet. But it has become clear that there is no way to stop the steady advance of the new faith. Born from the death of Patriarch Fotis, it grows stronger by the day. Let me drink a little bit so my throat is not gonna be so dry. The next few weeks pass by in hard work and preparation for the coming entrance exam at the Imperial College. You grow more and more exhausted with each passing day, so much so that one night you fall asleep while studying another book. When you finally come to, you decide it is high time to get some recreation outside. The city of Eterna amazes you as you stroll through its splendid streets. It is another night, different night, yet the city is beautiful still. The shining pillar is a slice of light against the dark night sky. The lamps on the facades of the buildings are lit. Night descends on the capital. You don't feel like going back to your books tonight. Recently you made the acquaintance of several young men. They are children of nobles of the mantle, just like you, sent to the capital to earn their noble titles at the college. You decide to seek them out. Your new friends are having a late dinner on the next street over, loudly discussing their plans for the night. Some speak eagerly of a dueling club, where you can see the most skilled and ardent duelers of the Empire, doing what they do best. You have never seen professional duelers fight. It must be far more exciting than father's fencing lessons or that fight in the ruins in Anisot. And if luck favors you, perhaps you can even make useful contacts among the noble families in the capital. The others try to convince the rest to take a trip to a certain secret salon. The establishment is expecting a quest tonight. They say a young lady who speaks about the true state of affairs in the Empire. There are many questions about the nature of the place and identity of the mysterious speaker, but the young men have only one answer. They are forbidden to speak about this outside the club. Ooh. However, they can take you there as long as you aren't afraid to learn a dangerous truth. Ooh, secrets. I wanna learn secrets. There are others still drinking their fill of wine rather than eating. Fencing, they say. Speeches, nonsense. The place you ought to go tonight, they claim, is the Markian Society. A gathering for those of common estate but uncommon opinions that offers pleasures for everyone. Pleasures of the palate, pleasures of drink, pleasures of the flesh. Is this not heresy and a crime? Perhaps. And yet some of your newfound friends are eager to go there. In the end, your group splits in 3 to spend the night as they see fit. What will it be? A contest featuring the best fencers in the Eterna? An establishment both mysterious and dangerous? Or an encounter with people who defy their lot with audacity? You weigh your options. I'm not really interested in the dueling. I want to go to the secret salon. I want to learn secrets. Let's see. The secret salon is an unremarkable wooden building down an alleyway a few blocks from the great temple of the twins. A couple of tough, taciturn fellows at the door eye you suspiciously. Their faces are obscured by hoods. One of your newfound friends nods to them, and you are allowed inside. Ooh. The inner rooms are stuffy and overcrowded. All the partitions have been removed to make room for more people. There's a raised platform next to one of the walls, perhaps a stage. There are benches all around. They are occupied by people of the common estate, most of them modestly dressed. They are artisans, thinkers, street vendors, students. Yet you see that some of them are wealthy and impeccably dressed. A mop-headed young man. Mop-headed. Wow, what a description. A mop-headed young man dressed like a low-ranking clerk appears on the stage. He claps to attract the public's attention. When the house goes quiet, he reads a series of pamphlets condemning the supreme authorities of the empire and their obsolete rule. A group of young men appear on the stage next, their faces are covered in blue paint. They perform a derisive play entitled A Day in the Life of the Tempests. The performances are many, but their goal is always the same. They all claim the empire is stuck in the past and has to change. Then finally, after another voice of accusation, a young girl appears on the stage, and the crowd immediately grows silent. This is her, the mysterious quest they were talking about. You look at her from the crowd. You see short black hair, a slender figure, and those familiar shining eyes. Ooh, it's Sophia! Brothers and sisters, you all came to this place because deep in your hearts, you know. It's Sophia, the girl who used to live next door. She's grown so much since you've last seen her. But what is she doing here? Whoa. But before Sophia even finishes her first sentence, a short man in a shabby jacket jumps up onto the stage. He flashes a badge and screams at the crowd. Nobody move! You're all under arrest and as accomplices to an insurrection against the Empire. Ooh. Imperial gendarmes barge into the house. Swords and crossbows glint in the dim light. First there is confusion, then panic. Screams of fear and outrage fill the hall. Sophia is already gone. You can barely hear the cries demanding that you stay where you are. People start pushing against the gendarmes, against the doors, against the windows. The din is deafening. Only one thought remains in your mind. You have to run. Run away as fast as you can. You push your way to the furthest window in the hall. A hand grabs you by the sleeve of your jacket. You pry it off without looking and keep pushing forward. The expensive jacket starts to tear at the shoulder. The window frame breaks and falls outside. You drop down after it. Shards of glass bite into your hands, but you barely feel the pain. You will have time to feel it later, but now you need to run. You run and dodge and weave through the alleyways before finally heading for the lodging house. Your heart is racing, your hands are shaking. Blood is dripping from the cuts on your arms. You have no idea what happened to the people who were arrested. Finally, you reach your room and collapse onto the bed. You are safe from pursuit, but not from anxiety. What was Sophia going to say? How did she end up here in the capital after she escaped? Was she arrested too? There are too many questions, but you have no way to answer them. Eventually, you drift off into a restless sleep. Ooh. That was really interesting. What is she gonna do? I want to see her again. Damn it. Ooh. Now I'm 17 years old. Ooh. Oh. You are on your way to the largest library in Eterna to study for your entry exams. It is right next to the college. The streets are full of people. Everybody is excited. You hesitate for a few seconds, then let your curiosity get the better of you and head towards the place where you will soon study. Before long, you hear the shouting. The great chancellor is about to give a speech about the future of the empire. Ooh. You cannot possibly miss this. You mix with the crowd and soon find a convenient place to listen and watch what is about to unfold. On the steps of the college you see a small tribune guarded by 2 Archnians armed with swords. This is the first time you have ever seen an Archnian standing guard, let alone 2 of them. The doors of the college open to reveal a stately Archnian surrounded by an honor guard. It is he, Cornelius Tempest, great chancellor of the empire, younger brother to the emperor himself. He heads for the tribune and casts a look over the square. It is full of people in awe and utter silence. Long ago, humans witnessed the Archnians' arrival. The 2 nations built the empire side by side. The provinces joined us one by one, and Magra was the final province to attain the absolute might and majesty of the blessed Archnian Empire. Yet there was another great event long before that. 1,000 years ago, the twins had graced us with their presence. With their arrival, the twins granted us their will. They showed us their love and their law, and they granted us knowledge of what awaits us in the hereafter. They chose the dynasty of Tempest to rule the empire, and from that day forth, our dynasty has ruled this land, ordained by the gods themselves. However, it is our duty to the twins not to seek power for power's sake, but rather to lead the empire to further prosperity. And so the Great Imperial Council is soon to review and adopt a new set of laws called the Creed. Under the Creed, all estates will be granted rights. Under the Creed, there will be one law for all imperial citizens to obey, human or Archnian, from the lowliest commoner to the emperor himself. Ooh. The strife among the estates will end. A single law will resolve all of our quarrels. Glory to the empire. The great chancellor throws his arms into the air. The crowd murmurs and applauds in approval. Cornelius Tempest casts another look over the crowd and leaves. The crowd disperses. Sounds of agitated discussion are everywhere. Is it true that the emperor's dynasty seeks to grant equal rights to all estates? What will happen to the empire then? Interesting. Oh? The girl from your past. Oh? It is early morning. You have been awake since sunrise, studying. There is a knock at the door. Is it a letter from home? Or a hotel servant? You open the door and freeze, stunned. Hello, Bronte. Before you stands Sophia, the girl who used to live next door. She's all grown up now. She looks so different, but you would always recognize those blue eyes, no matter what. You gesture for her to come in. Sophia enters the room, glances around, and sits in an armchair. You eye the girl you used to know as you sit across from her. But the young woman you see now has little in common with the girl you used to know. There is cold steel in the way she looks at things. Her hair is cut short. But what is she doing here? I can explain. I've been living in Eterna for a long time now. Ever since that I ran from Anisot. I heard the other day that you'd left for the capital to get into the college. So I found you, and here I am. You ask how Sophia learned about your arrival and where you are staying, but she answers your questions with an enigmatic smile. We'll get into that later. Right now I want to see how much you've changed since we last saw each other. As for me, I've changed a lot. I'm a whole different person now. You look away as you recall your previous encounter, back when Sophia ran away from her Archnean master. Sophia chuckles as she continues. Would you like to know what happened next? I traveled through the entire empire all alone. I had nothing. My journey ended only when I reached this place, the capital, with all its important people and events. This is the heart of the empire. It's a place where I can make a difference. I've made friends here, found people I can truly call my family. I've even gotten an education of sorts, and I have a purpose now. I fight against injustice. I fight against the lots. I fight those who treat our lives like mud on the pavement. And no, I'm not afraid to tell you that I came to you for a good reason. I need help. I know you. I have faith in your good heart. And besides, this is also about the Imperial College you want to enroll in. There is a scholar there by the name of Bartholomew Dextra. He teaches natural sciences at the college. Dextra is an old man, but he's quite progressive. He'll stop at nothing to advance science and acquire new knowledge. As you know, only second-generation nobles or above are allowed to teach at the college. But Dextra, he's a commoner. He forged his patent of nobility to get the position at the college. But the secret chancellery recently learned of this. Dextra is about to face the true death for this forgery. But how is that justice? A man wants to teach people, and for this they're going to take all his lives? They're going to punish him for the crime of being born in the wrong estate? It's evil and obscene, and I will not stand for it. Dexter deserves to be rescued. But I don't want to put anyone in danger, so I need your help. You're from a rich family. You're almost a noble. If you help me get Dexter out of the city, nobody will suspect anything. No one will know, and the scholar will live on to continue his research elsewhere, far away from the secret chancellery. Will you help me? You feel perplexed by Sophia's sudden request. She is asking you to break imperial law and undermine the work of the secret chancellery to save this scholar. Rescuing Dexter would be an adventure, but it would also be incredibly dangerous. And besides, Dexter is a fake noble. He resorted lies and deceit to get his current position. How much does this matter to you? Sophia's blue eyes are studying you, waiting for your reply. I will help her. All right, let's help her. You promised to help Sophia. Bartholomew Dexter does not deserve this. He has to leave the capital. She can count on you. I knew I could count on you. Then we must act at once. There is no time to waste. Dexter is to be arrested tomorrow. Here's his address. go there as soon as the sun sets. No one will suspect you. Dexter often tutors young men for the college entrance exams. Let's drink some water before we continue. Ooh. Alright. Tell him the owl sent you. Use the back door to get out. A carriage will drive up to the backyard. The driver will hoot like an owl. He'll take you to the south gate. If the guards stop the carriage, just talk your way out of it. Once you're outside the city, Dexter will ride away in a different carriage. You'll go back the way you came. I'll meet you in Majesty Square. You nodded to her words, and your hands start to shake. You are about to go against the secret chancellery. You are going to help someone escape punishment. To defy your own lot like this. It's unthinkable. When the sun sets, you leave the lodging house and walk quickly, glancing over your shoulder repeatedly. Bartholomew Dexter's house must be somewhere around here. You find the place. A genteel old man opens the door. His face is covered in wrinkles. His shoulders are stooped, and yet his eyes are sharp and lively. Bartholomew Dexter looks at you for a moment, then asks why you have paid him a visit. You tell him you want to enroll in the college and are looking for a tutor. Dexter nods and invites you inside. Once you make sure nobody else can see or hear you, you whisper to the scholar about the real reason for your visit. The secret chancellery will be coming for him tomorrow, and he has to leave now to escape through death. Dexter freezes, then turns to you. How do you know about him and the secret chancellery? You tell him that the owl sent you and has provided for his escape. As for the secret chancellery, they want him for forging a patent of nobility. The moment you utter Sophia's name, the lecturer calms down and starts packing for the journey. You watch him distractedly and notice that he lives in a rather austere fashion. It does not take him long to pack. Hear the quiet clacking of hooves in the yard. Carefully, you and Dexter proceed to the backyard of the building. You see a carriage there. The driver hoots quietly. You get in. The carriage rolls down the road. There is tense silence in the closed-off space inside the carriage. The scholar wrings his hands anxiously. Through the carriage windows, you see the massive city gate passing by. You are almost outside the city. But then a loud voice reaches you. Halt. The driver obediently halts the carriage. Two city gendarmes approach you. You leave the carriage to face the gendarmes before they can take a peek inside the carriage. They look you over and ask where you are going so late at night. You tell them you are the son of a judge in Magra, here to enroll in the college. And right now you wish to visit the estate of a newfound friend. To convince them further, you mention the name of a noble's son you have become friendly with. The gendarmes release the carriage and wish you a pleasant trip. You drive along the high road until you encounter a peasant wagon. Dexter will take it to seek refuge far away from the capital. Before the two of you part ways, he pats you on the shoulder and tells you that you have done a truly brave deed. You return to the city without incident. You find Sophia in Majesty Square, as agreed, sitting on a bench by a streetlight, reading a book of some sort. She closes the book when she sees you and offers you her hand. Hello, Nova. How are you doing? I'm reading a story of me. How are you doing? I have just done a crime in the in the story. So, did everything go according to plan? You nod. Then we've earned ourselves a bit of free time. Let's go. Ooh, what are we gonna do? You set off on a walk through the maze of narrow back streets. Finally, you have some time for questions. What happened to Sophia over the last 2 years? She was just a girl before, a servant. How is she now a revolutionary? Sophia just smiles sadly. You've seen what I can do. I'm not just a girl. The Inquisition caught up with me when I ran away from Anisot. I ended up in the House of Humility, a dreadful place. I got collared. Do you know how it feels to lose your free will? Losing everything that makes you, you? Been sleeping a lot recently and been wonderful. Ooh. I'm glad you've been able to rest. I have been kind of tired lately. But also I also was like on a trip and stuff. But you know. But I'm very happy. Happy otherwise. And have a nice lurk. She unclasps the tall shirt collar that had been hiding her neck all this time, and you see the round mark from the anti-magic collar. They say a scar like this will remain even after a lesser death, but I got lucky. Patriarch Junius Diamond saved me. Diamond took me and the other mages from the House of Humility and removed our collars. He made me one of his attendants. He taught me that there are no lots. He told me that I'm like this not because I'm a freak, but because it's my nature. He told me I can find a path to the twins like anyone else in this world. And then I was taken. I mean, I got out on my own. I found my own lot to protect the common people from the noble yoke, to help others who are as unlucky as I am, to fight for a different world, a world where everybody has equal rights, a world where mages don't get robbed of their will just because of one aspect of their birth, a world where the nobles no longer tread upon the commoners. Yes, this is our dream, but we are still so far away from it. But I will keep moving towards it, and I'll stop at nothing. A strange, distorted expression appears on Sophia's face, but she quickly returns to normal. You keep walking until you are at your lodging house again. For a moment, you just stand there, looking at each other. Then suddenly, Sophia embraces you. For a moment, she remains still in your arms and whispers, "You should join my cause. If we work together, one day you will become a force to be reckoned with. I know you came here to find your way, but I'll never believe you really want to bind yourself to other people's laws and desires for the rest of your life. The path I walk is dangerous, it's almost hopeless, but it's worth living for. Think about it. Goodbye." Bye-bye. And she withdraws just as quickly and disappears in the dark streets of Eterna. You make your way back to your room, exhausted by the events of the day. Was this really just a single day in your life? That's what I ask sometimes myself as well. Ooh. Oh.
I will never forget that day. For it was then that I chose the path I would walk for the rest of my life.
Whoa. Surprise cutscene. There are only a few days left until the Imperial College entrance exam. History, law, theology. You spend all day reading and rereading the books you brought with you, staying at the library of the Eterna for hours, sometimes until it closes. As the day of the exam approaches, your hand starts shaking more and more, and finally the day comes. A clear sky hangs over Eterna today. The breeze is warm. You dress in your best outfit, a grey jacket and velvet culotte trousers. You comb your hair carefully and polish your boots until they shine. You leave the lodging house and head for the Imperial College. Your legs grow heavier with each step. Your anxiety at the fact your fate will be decided today is virtually tearing you apart. Whoa. The college is a majestic building that looks not unlike a castle. In the square in front of it, you can already see several dozen people, young men, sons of nobles of the mantle like you, waiting for the college's doors to open. Time slows to a crawl. Yep, it is a common question we make ourselves commoners. At last, the doors open. A stately man dressed in a professor's mantle appears at the entrance. He is the dean of the college. The students-to-be fall silent as the dean gets ready to deliver his welcoming speech. But the silence is interrupted by heavy footsteps and clanking armor. A squadron of warriors emerge near the college, led by Archnian officers. Their banner bears an image of golden cranes. The noble militia of Monia province? What are they doing here? The nobles of Monia form a circle around the college, each warrior moving quietly and precisely until a chain is formed. One of the Archnians is clad in an old-fashioned suit of armor. He is the leader of the militia. He locks the bar on the massive doors of the college into place, then proceeds to the stairs to address the crowd loudly. Commoners, before you stands Aegirius of the Monroe dynasty, Archduke of Monria. By my will, the college is hereby closed, and today's entrance exam is cancelled. Your lowly origins make you unfit for the great honor of rendering service to the Empire. A right that ought to be available only to the hereditary nobles of the sword. The college's reputation has been tarnished. It breeds mock nobles who bear not a trace of noble blood. You belong in the lowly estate, but have forgotten your place. Cornelius Tempest and other traitors to the Empire are indulging you and defacing the institution of the nobility for their lowly interests. A noble lot for those of lowly birth. How can this be? I will not stand for this disintegration of the Imperial Order. Now turn away from the college this instant and return to the humble trades of your ancestors. Plough your fields, mend your boots, and work and suffer by your lot. If any of you dares to set foot upon these stairs, you will be killed at once. Ooh. The students-to-be meet this speech with a stunned silence. The crowd in the square is growing, however. The news of the money and noble militia and the college's closing spreads through the streets like wildfire. More humans join the crowd. College students, commoners, officials who worked hard to be ennobled. Unrest grows around you. You hear people calling to rush Archduke Monroe's forces to take control of the college and defend your right to become a noble. The Emperor himself gave us this right. We have to fight for it. This is a decisive moment for all of you. The old gentry has challenged you. Will you accept this challenge? In the face of this shameful illegal act by the Archduke's forces, you may prove that all of you deserve the noble lot. You will need to break through the cordon, get inside the college and take control of it. The nobles will never dare hurt you if your presence is strong enough. If you are ready to risk it all and fight for your right to the nobility, you will have to lead the charge. People keep coming to the square in the meantime, including students and teachers from the Divine Cemetery. The lot of the clergy is to guide others to the right path. When the estates clash, the priests are bound to intervene. The seminary teachers instruct their students to form a line between the noble militia and the outraged crowd. Priests begin telling the warrior nobles and the riotous commoners to return to the preordained divine order, lest they provoke the wrath of the gods. The wrath of the gods. As the priests utter these words, a crowd around you disappears. A vision appears before your eyes. Oh, vision? The empire is ablaze. You see burning lands, steeped with pain and despair everywhere you look. Rivers overflowing to extinguish the burning world. You can tell that soil scorched by such fire will never bear fruit again. The God's given vision demands to be heard, demands to be prophesied to the world. But only a priest may speak to the twins and for the twins. Will you keep it inside, or will you step onto the path the twins have revealed to you? Oh. Somebody shoves you in the back, and you snap out of the vision. You turn around to see a small but decisive troop of commoners moving quickly through the crowd. They are led by Sophia. As soon as she sees you, she signals to them to stop. So you're here too? Going to rush the college, are you? Can't you see it already? The laws cannot be trusted. They gave you the right to study here just to throw you a bone. When the going gets tough, your masters will take it all away. It's time for you to decide. We are the Lotless, and we are not putting up with this system any longer. We will fight for a new world. Are you coming with us, or are you going to submit to them? There are students and professors locked inside the college. Who knows how long Monroe will maintain this siege? And what if they start slaughtering people? Neither group of nobles will care what happens to them. We're going to go inside and pull them out. Come with us if you're ready to take control of your own destiny. The tension in the square is palpable, and the situation is about to implode. Students, commoners, nobles of the mantle, followers of the new faith. All of them are gathering their forces to move on the wall of soldiers. They expect the nobles to let them through en masse. Surely they won't start a massacre. The Lotless, led by Sophia, prepare to break through the siege to rescue the people in the college. And all the while the priests preach peace to both sides of the conflict. The colleges are your only way into the nobility. Only you can fight for your new lot and fulfill your duty to your family. You could organize an offensive strong enough to get into the college and thus seize your lawful right like a true nobleman. Yet the revelation about the wrath of the gods still pulses in your mind. Once revealed, this vision will take you on a different path. I don't know what I want to do, but let's see what are the options gonna be. Standing with priests and preaching what you have just seen, warning all of the dire danger of the path of warring estates. Bringing the twin swords to the people and guiding them to salvation. Could this be your new lot? Sophia and the Lotless, they expect you to join their struggle. They are waiting for you to cast off the old ways and the eternal yoke of subservience. If you choose this path, you will not change your lot, and your suffering will continue. But your suffering might just change this world. This is the moment. Your future life will be decided here and now. Well, I couldn't choose the other ones even if I wanted to. But you know, I wanted to pick this one anyway. I'm gonna follow the Lotless. You have decided. The storm of doubt in your mind clears at last. You are done serving the will of others. You will defy your lot, and you do not need another. You are free already, and for this freedom you are ready to sacrifice anything. You walk to the Lotless as Sophia smiles at you softly. Her companions pat you on the shoulder, and then you get to work. Ugh. I don't like that whispering in my ear. The Lotless withdraw from the mob in the square and prepare for the raid. They are strong people of lowly birth, and their clothes are covered in dirt and soot. They hang on Sophia's every word. So, the plan is simple. I will go to the warriors by the side gate and distract them. You know me, I have my ways. The rest of you must get inside the college and lead the people outside. When you are done, wait for my signal. Sparks of yellow flash in Sophia's eyes. She walks with confidence to the nobles guarding the side gate. They meet her with drawn swords, and then a flash of yellow light fills their eyes. The warriors freeze in place. Sophia walks away, and they follow her obediently. The path is clear. You hear one of the Lotless gasp in awe. That's our owl, all right. Only she can do that. It's time. You open the gate and get inside the college, leaving the cries of the mob behind. Nobody stops you. Once this is done, you scatter to search the halls for students and professors. They are not too eager to trust the trespassing commoners, but with Archnean swords hanging over their heads, they trust you anyway. Your student garb helps you convince them. You take everyone you can find out of the college through the same unguarded gate. The Lotless take a roll call in the alleyway behind the college. You rescued almost 24 men. Sophia is the last to reach you. It is time to leave. A maze of hidden alleyways takes you safely to a patch of abandoned land. So we have the Commoner's Path, the Noble's Path, and Divine Path. Yeah, I guess those are the choices you can make. Let's see. Sophia clambers up onto the half-crumbled wall of an old house. She lights her pipe and gestures confidently for everyone to come closer. Welcome all. We are the Lotless. We are people who will never stand for the injustice of the imperial system. We live as we see fit. We have no masters, only our own free will. Join our ranks, and you will be forever free from the whims of the Arcanians and the Gentry. Walk away, and they will be free to do with you as they see fit. I believe today was a fair show of their intentions. Why we cannot choose Repo? The Repo path? Yeah. The freed students exchange glances. If they join you, their hopes of being ennobled by the mantle will be cut short. But they already saw how precarious their position is. Many of them are enraged by the fact that the Arcanians can take their rights whenever they please. We won't force you to stay. You're free to leave and go back to the college when it opens. If it opens. But if you don't want to dance to their tune anymore, the Lotless welcome you. Many students joined the ranks of the Lotless that day. You are among them. You are greeted by the motto of the Lotless. Our cause is just. Your new life has begun. Your life as a member of an outlaw brotherhood. There is no going back. You will be neither nobleman nor priest. Your father will never forgive you for letting the family down. But for the first time in your life, you feel truly free. You have defied your lot. Now your fate is yours alone. What will happen next? You remain in the common estate, with no choice but to fend for yourself and make your own way in the world. Yay! More water. You return to the lodging house one last time to gather your belongings for the move to your new home. A young man dressed in the uniform of the military academy greets you by the door. It takes you a moment to recognize Thomas. Your friend locks you in an embrace. Bronte, hey, how are you? I heard about the nasty stuff that went down in the college square. Those damn gentry would do anything to keep low-born folks under their thumb. Glad the situation resolved itself. As for me, I'm an academy cadet now. He is beaming with pride. You invite him in and chat while you pack. Thomas continues to relay the news as you walk up the stairs. I made it into the top 10, can you imagine? I did pretty well in sparring and the sciences. It was all thanks to the help you gave me back in school in Anisot. I'll be studying the art of war now, and then it's a quick march to a noble title. How about you? You tell Thomas about what happened over the past few days, and of the path you have chosen. He remains quiet as you speak. Both of you realize that you may never see each other again. You know, Bronte, here's what I think. You may have your own path in life, but you're my friend. We gotta make sure our friendship lasts forever, no matter what happens to us. Ooh. Here, I brought 2 brass rings. If the old tradition is to be believed, both the rings and their wearers will always remain close to each other, no matter where fate takes them. What do you say? The two of you grew up side by side. Thomas, the audacious, hot-blooded, sharp-tongued boy who used to live next door. You can't imagine your childhood without him. But would it be right to promise him that your friendship will last forever, no matter what happens? 2 rings made of plain brass lie in his open palm. If you wear these rings, you will be bound by ties of friendship for the rest of your life. Oh no. Well, I can't do an oath because I'm not a nobleman. But I can take the ring. I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. Friends forever. You take one of the rings from his outstretched palm. The two of you have walked side by side ever since you were children. Even though your paths in life may diverge, nothing will ever tarnish your bond. You are ready to preserve your friendship in brass forever. You put the brass ring on your pinky, a perfect fit. Thomas does the same. He starts beaming again. Now we're friends forever, for all eternity. We gotta celebrate this. Come. I know a place. I gotta show you. Tastiest meat I've ever tried, Bronte. My treat. The two of you go to a noble salon by the square of Emperor Severin. Surrounded by tobacco smoke and meat bottles, you wag your tongues, recall the days of your adolescence and make plans for the future. Nobody knows what could be waiting for you, but you promise you will never lose sight of each other. Alright. Yay! You and Thomas form an unbreakable bond of friendship. Yay! There we go. Oh. Let's see. You write the letter home and tell them you failed to get into the college. There is no other way. Father would have learned everything one way or another. It isn't an easy letter to write. He did send you to the capital, specifically to attend the college after all. You write about Archduke Monroe's assault and the students' doubtful future now that their right to be ennobled by the mantle may be revoked. You tell them that you plan to get a job in the capital and earn a living. They should accept your choice. The reply from your family arrives very quickly. We sent you to the capital with a sole purpose, but you failed. Indeed, nobody expected an attack on the college, but you could have upheld your right to study there had you been more firm. Cornelius Tempest will ensure the college opens again, yet you have already rejected the nobleman's lot. And to what end? I can only accept your choice now, but you will no longer receive any support from the family. It is up to you to earn your keep. I can only hope that you will not disappear in the capital. Oh. Then Stefan. This entire siege incident is nothing but a poor excuse. You failed to uphold your right to enter the college, and that is the end of it. It cost Father so much time and money to send you to the capital, and you rejected it all. And for what? To remain a commoner until the end of your days. I hoped you would one day become my equal, but now the very thought of this is just absurd. There is another letter. It is from Gloria. It seems neither Father nor Stefan knew she sent it. Sir Robert smashed a vase as he heard your letter. Stefan screamed at the top of his lungs about low burn and foul bloods. Fortunately, I led Mother and Nathan away before we all got into trouble. Oof. But I'm proud of you. You defied Father's will. You went against all expectations, against this entire rotten system. You made this decision. Now follow it to the end. I believe this path will lead you somewhere worthy. Take good care of myself? What? Yourself, my brother. I can read, I swear. Welcome back, Solo. Did you have a good gardening? Oof. Da-da-da. Oh well. Let me drink a little bit more water. You cast one final glance over the room where you lived so long. Here's the table at which you sat studying all those books. Here is the bed on which you dreamed your dreams of the future. Your things are packed. You walk down the stairs. The landlord's servile smile is gone now. The unspent remainder of the funds allocated for your accommodations drop onto the counter from his reluctant hand, and then he turns away. You have no lot now. You are free, even from the knowledge of your tomorrow. You have cast away your destiny, but for what? This remains to be seen. The Bronte family will support you no longer, but you have to find a way. Find a play to stay in the capital, so you can aid the lotless. And so you seek Sophia. I'm afraid I can't offer you a noble estate, but we found a basement in an abandoned house and made it into our home. It's on the bank of Reglata, by the river port. It's livable. There's only one room for everyone, so bring your own bedding. But it's warm and clean, and we have food and a place to keep our things. You'll be safe. Ooh. After all those carriage rides, going through the city streets on foot isn't half bad. The bayside wind still gets under your skin, but it also cools you down on hot days. Not that you need it. You were born in Anisot, in the very southernmost part of the empire, and the hot season is the capital. Is nothing compared to the real heat in Magra. You recall all the hot days in the garden, sitting with father and talking about the lots, about your future in the capital. He used to look at you with such pride. He was so confident you would follow in his footsteps. A chilling gust of wind snaps you out of it. Enough nostalgia. It's time to face the future you have chosen for yourself. The house where the lotless live is close to the port. The basement entrance is hard to find, but you eventually locate it. Inside is one large room with bedding and belongings strewn about all over the floor. You find some free space in one of the corners, so you place your bedding and your things nearby. Then you take a good look around. There is only a handful of people in the building. You introduce yourselves to them. They show you the utilities, a small kitchen and a room with a stove and several buckets of water. If you need more water, the river is right nearby. You ask them how long they have lived there. About 8 months, one of the lotless tells you. They took over this basement back when they only had 10 members. Most of them were more or less homeless, disowned by their families, expelled from the college, academy, or seminary. Sophia found a place here where they could live forever. Forever? What? Live together! Sometimes my brain is like, hey, say this word. It's very similar. Ugh. Everyone sleeps in the basement and meets in the abandoned house above. Sophia certainly is thoughtful, you intone. That she is, your fellow lotless says, nodding. She takes good care of us, but she's also really secretive and demands that we follow her orders to the letter. Even after all those months, nobody knows where she lives. She only shows herself when she deems it necessary. Soon you come to know the Lotless better, and you see that they truly believe in what they are doing. At present, they are trying to expand their ranks and convince the common folk that the present order in the Empire can and must be fought. You can do this. You have to believe you can do this. And you have to do whatever Sophia says. Some of the students you rescued are also here. With their arrival, the ranks of the Lotless practically doubled. The events at the college turned them against the current system. They are eager to act, and so are you. Sophia meets with every newcomer in private. It takes a few days before she finally speaks to you two. Sophia is sitting at the desk behind a pile of papers. She looks worn out, but still smiles at you. Hi. There's a reason I wanted to talk to you last. Our ranks are growing, but not everyone is as smart and learned and cunning as you. I need results, and I expect to get them from you. We have to tell the common folk the truth about what happened at the college. It doesn't matter how we do it. The Lotless will never forget, and we will never forgive the nobles for what they did. We have to tell the people we exist, and we have to recruit new members. I know you can think of a way to do both. I expect a report in 1 week, at our next meeting. Good luck. Alright. Yeah. It was well tomorrow more. It's good not to do everything at once and leave some of it for the next day so you don't burn out. Alright. Sophia stops talking and looks at you. You nod. There is something else you want to tell her, but you have no plan just yet. And it seems she has no time for small talk. You leave the meeting room. What will you do now? How can you tell people about the Lotless without everyone getting arrested? The best place to do this would be somewhere on the outskirts of the city, in the markets and taverns where commoners tend to gather. You spend the rest of the day strolling through the city streets. After a night of pondering, you have 3 ideas. Your first idea is the safest. Print a lot of leaflets and spread them all across Eterna. Tiny papers are easy to hand out, and all it takes is a few printed words that hit home, and a printing press. Can you even find a print shop that will support your cause? Plan number 2. Talk about the Lotless to anyone willing to lend an ear. This is a more reliable option. After all, people tend to believe other people more than words on paper. It's more dangerous too. It's easier to arrest an orator than an author, and your numbers are too few as it is. And then there's plan number 3. The city is still a buzzword after what happened at the college. Somewhere out on those frantic streets are people willing to heed your call. Instead of wasting time and effort telling everyone about the Lotless, perhaps you should focus on recruiting. What do I want to do? I'm not sure which one I want to pick here. I kind of wanna do this one. You know, just talking to people. Let's try that one. Stop whispering in my ear. You gather the students you rescued a few days ago and ask them a question. Are they ready to tell people the truth about what happened? They cheer to that. Of course. Everyone should know about the injustice perpetrated by the nobles and what Archduke Monroe said, and those who experienced it firsthand at the college should be ones to spread the word. You discuss the details of the plan together. Right now all you have to do is open their eyes, convince them that this has to stop, get them ready. There's no need to identify yourselves as the Lotless just yet. That would only cause doubt and suspicion. You have to do this step by step. And step 1 is to make the commoners of Eterna realize how the nobles and Archnians are treating them and make sure they know about this incident at the college. Once you are certain that this has been done, recruiting new members will be easier. And thank you for the fox sound, Val. How are you doing? I guess there is a delay in the stream, by the way, I think. So I will be a little bit slow to answer to the chat. Alright. Oh! Thank you for the raid, hoo-hoo. Hello, Buddha, hello, hoo-hoo. Hello, Ili. Wow. Hello. I think there might be a delay in the stream. I don't know. Maybe. So, welcome. But anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Repo or Repoviti. I'm a Finnish werefox VTuber. Wow. And I'm playing this game where I play through my character's life from birth to death. So it's a very, very interesting game. Did you have a fun time playing Fortnite? Alright. We have we had options options for our life. We could have tried to become a noble or become a priest, but we chose to become lotless, kind of outlaws. So we are trying to, recruit people and stuff. But let's see. And step 1 is to make the commoners of Eterna realize how the nobles and Archnians are treating them and make sure they know about the incident at the college. Once you are certain that this has been done, recruiting new members will be easier. Right now you should describe the Lotless yourselves as you would describe someone else. There was a group of people who rescued the students. They risked themselves to save innocent lives. Nobody should get caught. You keep talking until you are sure everyone understands this. If there is a risk, they should run. They should not begin until they are in a place crowded with commoners, like the outskirts of the city or the markets. The ex-students nod to you. Their faces are serious. One of them furrows his brow in concentrations, as though he would prefer to write it all down. There are no questions, however. You spread out across the streets of Eterna early next morning in groups of 3. The plan is simple. 2 of the members of each group will find a place in the market where they can be heard by merchants and passersby, then start loudly discussing the college incident. Once they've attracted enough gawkers, one of them will get up onto a platform of some kind and loudly tell everyone about the incident. The 3rd member will keep watch a ways away in case the gendarmes come. You meet back in the evening and share the day's results. 3 of you had to run away from gendarmes, but the others were more successful. One young man even got a few free drinks at the tavern, and his friend had to help him back. You agreed to continue the next day. 3 days of speeches is enough to fill the streets of Eterna with rumors. Soon you start hearing people talking. The nobles have done it this time. We'd better do something. It's time for a change. The next time you meet Sophia, she rewards you with reserved praise. Thank you, Telep, for the hydration redeem. I will fill my skull mug with more water. I have a bottle that I can pour into the mug. There we go. Nice. Whew. The delay is pretty big, many minutes. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's like dropping a lot of frames. It's annoying, but as long as you can watch it, I guess I will continue, you know. 6 minutes. What? That's a lot. And hello, Finyuki-chan. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if I should restart it or not, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Well done, Bronte. I expected nothing less from you. I'm glad to have you among us. Ooh, I'm a conspirator. Ooh. Eloquence. Willpower. Alright. We are doing good. Had a good 4th time. Gotta go now. The work is begging me to do something. Okay, have a good time working. And thank you for the raid. Let's see. You have lived another year in the capital. Eterna has been shaken by what is now known as the Trial of the 50. 50 people stand trial at once, all prominent members of several political circles. They are accused of treason and conspiracy against the crown. The accused spoke in favor of reducing the power of the nobles and granting more rights to the common estate. There was no mention of rebellion, yet those words alone were enough to indict them. Every session of the trial is open to the public. It is a show of power made to discourage people from forming such circles ever again. You attend one of these sessions. The 50 face their verdict. Forced labor in the mines of Magra and Illyria for regular members and true death for their leaders, 6 men and 1 woman. Their public execution takes place in the central square of Eterna. You remember the woman. Her name was Annie Sirin. She made a speech before her execution. A young woman, not too tall, her face almost plain, with long bangs over her eyes. She looks calm, even at this moment. You cannot believe she is about to leave this world forever. Annie Syrian looks around before she speaks. Her voice is quiet, but you are close enough to hear every single word. She says she is happy to give her lives fighting for the rights of the people. Her cause will never die, Annie claims. Others like her will continue their work in hiding, for their cause is right and just. She is dragged away to the others. They put a sack over her head and tighten her noose around her neck. A hand yanks on the lever, and the 7 dangle in the air. Their feet tremble at first, then grow still. There are gasps and cries of discontent in the crowd. Let's see what is going to happen next. The ranks of the Lotless are growing steadily now. It's getting harder and harder to breathe in your makeshift meeting hall. People are coming from all across Eterna. Most of them are commoners, laborers, craftsmen, Jaeger students. And all of them feel that the social order based on the lots is out of date. They are always discussing this, both at the major meetings and one-on-one. How can you change society without taking up arms? How can you defend those who suffer at the nobles' hands? You write several articles for a newspaper that is sympathetic to your cause. You cover the pages of the Imperial Sunrise with freedom-loving ideas. But before your words reach the printed page, you let Sophia read them. I like your articles. They really sting. They burn with genuine fervor and true audacity. And most importantly, you've been calling for action more and more. Our cause is just, and I know it well, but your words light a fire in men's hearts. They bring hope for a change. I'd never be able to do this without you, Bronte. Thank you. Whoa. Hey, shh. Be quiet, guys. Weekend the chat has some long delay though. Good work. I would have to I guess I would like put the stream on be right back screen and restart it when you catch up. but I will think about it. It's time for another meeting of the Lotless. Sophia calms the crowd before she begins. My friends, it's time for us to act. We are strong. We are united. We are many. Our cause is just. Her words are met with cries of support, and your voice joins them. Sophia smiles, but there is still a hard, controlled edge in her eyes. 1 month from now, the Empire will hold the ritual of purification in St. Ignatius Square. Mages and witches who refuse to repent and wear colors will be murdered in a public execution. The church is preparing carefully for this, but these witches never asked for this. They were branded at birth. Our lot is to suffer, but theirs is something far worse. One probably helped current situation, but usually it's good to ensure the game doesn't do more than 60 FPS since that is the max output anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I have streamed this before and it worked, so I don't think it's because of the game. I think it's just because of the internet or something else. I'm not sure, but for some reason it's not working properly. The Inquisition's color takes away everything. Your family, your estate, your free, your will. A mage becomes a weapon for the Inquisition. They are stripped of their lot and place in this world. Mages are the true lotless. A witch's color is the worst prison of all. We must set them free. Their freedom will mark the beginning of freedom for the entire empire. Cries of approval die down, replaced by a growing number of confusion. Nobody in the room wants to openly defy the Inquisition. Sophia raises her hand, her eyes glinting in the reflected golden candlelight. The room falls silent. We are not going to wage war against the Inquisition. What we are going to do is hold a march to support the mages. This will be our statement. We will seek the support of Patriarch Junius Diamant. He says that those who wield magic have the same rights as anyone else in the Empire. He seeks to give mages the freedom to end their own way to find their own way to the twins. We are going to show the Patriarch that we have heard his words and are ready to openly heed his call. I am a mage myself. He took off my color and allowed me to choose my own path. I am going to give every mage and witch the same chance. Nobody ever chooses to be born with magic, but mages have the right to choose to abandon their power and follow the twins. Our cause is just. Sophia lets the others speak their mind. Some fully support the march. Others hesitate, unsure of what to do. There is also a small group of people who reject the idea outright. Magic is evil, they say. Witches are dangerous. Supporting witches means defying the twins. Sophia leans over them. Angry sparks dance in her eyes. I am a witch, and yet you followed me. You chose to trust me. There's no time left for doubt. If you are not ready to walk this road, it would be best for you to leave the Lotless right away. Several people leave the hall, some of them ashamed, others scream. They all get a parting message from Sophia. Her cry rings through the basement and out into the street. You will tell them nothing. Everyone else grows quiet. This is the first time anyone has seen the leader of the Lotless shout like that. Sophia drops back into her chair and asks everyone except for you and 3 others to leave. You know these 3 Lotless. Sophia uses them for special assignments. You get ready to hear what she has to say. The goal of our march is to get Junius Diamant's attention. We need his patronage. It is essential that he hear about us and support our movement. Without his aid and influence, our fight is doomed. There was easily several minutes on Chrome. Yeah. I might do like a pause after this scene. So we're gonna go to the Be Right Back screen. I mean, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna see when you catch up, and then I will restart the stream. With that, Sophia starts giving orders. She sends a young man to get colors, tells a lively girl to gather people and prepare banners, and instructs a lean Legion soldier to plan out the shortest route and the best location to begin the march. Then Sophia dismisses them. It is only the two of you now. The basement room you used as a meeting hall grows empty and quiet. And you finally notice how tiny and exhausted Sophia looks. Dark rings encircle her eyes, and her skin is grey as parchment. She works so hard for your sake. After a moment of quiet, Sophia speaks to you about the Imperial Legion. I don't want to scare the others too soon, but I think you know what I'm going to say. If they have trained legionnaires guarding the square instead of prefecture gnomes, the soldiers won't stand on ceremony. Some people might die during this march. You spend half the night planning escape routes in case you have to run for your lives. By the time the plan is finally ready, both of you are on the verge of nodding off. There is one more thing Sophia wants to discuss, however. Many people have joined the Lotless over the past few weeks, but we still don't have enough members. We need to attract other people on the streets in order to make our march stronger. People need to see that we aren't just misfits. The thing is that we are up to what OBS sends. See Twitch settings, advanced latency to broadcaster. The problem probably is that OBS cannot keep up with something and ends up sending only 11 frames per second instead of 30 or 60. Maybe. I don't really understand like that stuff too much, but I don't know, like, I don't think anything is different from when I have streamed before, so I don't know why, what would be the cause to this. Sophia has two ideas for attracting more people to the march, but you only have enough time to implement one of them. You could call upon the commoners who support the doctrine of Patriarch Sermon to join the march. Plenty of people in Eterna had to suffer at the hands of the Inquisition back when the new faith first emerged. Those who rejected the lots were treated like heretics and punished accordingly. Alternatively, you could seek support from the clergy and the nobles. Even among them, many have relatives and friends who have suffered at the hands of the Inquisition. Sophia looks up from her papers. The circles around her eyes are even darker now. She is barely reacting to the world around her. She is but the shadow of the confident young leader of the Lotless you saw speak at the meeting. She lights her pipe and throws herself back into her chair. Her eyes half-lidded, looking utterly exhausted. It seems this decision is yours. Oh. Can I still choose these if I do this one? Because I want to help her. I'm gonna try this one. Sophia smokes her pipe, sending rings of smoke flying through the room, thinking. You look around and notice a half-empty bottle of wine, likely left behind by one of the lotless. It doesn't take too long to find a somewhat clean mug and pour some wine in it for Sophia. Then you find another and pour some for yourself. Sophia glances at the mug of wine on the table, then at you. A little smile appears on her face, almost imperceptibly. For one brief second, she is the same girl from Anisot you used to know, with the sun shining in her eyes, but her smile almost immediately gives way to grief. She takes a sip of the wine and winces. You try yours. This wine has gone sour. Thanks. That was very thoughtful of you. I'm glad you're here. Every day I realize more and more that I made the right choice. I'd never be able to do this without you. Thanks for the lurk, Tuhmis. She takes another sip, looking more and more relaxed now. You say you are also happy to be one of the lotless. Going against your parents' wishes to find your own way was the right decision. Sophia lets herself assume a slightly more comfortable pose in the chair and smile a little bit more. You could have been whatever you wanted, but you chose to join us. That's brave, if I do say so. We'd be enemies right now had you followed in your father's footsteps. Her face grows grim. Those who take by force and oppress and extort us should never rule. We shouldn't be the ones suffering because of them. It's all wrong. You know, I still have nightmares about it. Sophia's voice trails off suddenly, and you understand what she is talking about. Distant memories flash before your eyes, the street shaking under the thundering hooves, screams and cries, dogs barking, the arrogant Arkneon barking orders, sparks of cold. You look away, burning with guilt. Sophia laughs, ever so quietly. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Wolf. I also hope you have a nice day. And thank you for lurking. Don't blame yourself for that. It's the world, not you. Sophia leans in closer, so close you can smell tobacco and wine. Her face is so near, and her lips are right by your ear. Oh. And we have to change it. She leans back and downs her wine. It's late. Go get yourself some sleep. I'll finish this on my own. The two of you go outside and say goodnight. You watch her walk away, wondering if she's really as strong as she looks, or just really good at playing the part. Ooh, we have now affection between us. Oh, nice. Oh. Alright, I think I have to read this before I... Or I think... Wait, I think I can now. I think I can now do the pause. So I'm gonna put this on Be Right Back screen and watch when it's gonna catch up. And when it does, I'm gonna restart the stream. Let's do that. Alright. See you very soon.